Hi guys, welcome to your pick a card reading with me Sneha Khanna. You can pick one of these three cards and think of something that you need clarity on, think of something that's working you up and pick between one of these three. These are the three crystals. You can check it out in the I've put a thumbnail before the video. You can select your card and we'll get started. So this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. This is specifically a reading that is going to help you understand what the eclipse energy, the eclipse portal is bringing forward for you. Let's get started. Hi pile number 1, let's see what is in store for you and what have you picked. Protected and children. Okay, so either some of you are considering having children, or some of you are pregnant or want to conceive or have delayed pregnancy, or you are working with children, working with the inner child. Maybe you may be finding resistance in certain aspects of your life, and you may be wondering what exactly is this bringing up for you, what exactly is this showing you. And what it's actually trying to show you is certain patterns that you may have subconsciously imbibed or kept within you, that may be related to your childhood, and those may be the same patterns that may be holding you back. If something is not coming your way, understand that you are being protected, you are safe. If you're considering a career shift, some of you, this is a general reading, so I'm just going to be sharing all the messages that are coming forward. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So if you're considering shifting career, shifting your job, shifting your role in your life, whether maybe you are single wanting to get married or committed, or you are considering going solo, or you are considering parenthood, or you're considering becoming an entrepreneur, whatever is the new role that you're trying to take on, that you're considering taking on, you are going to be protected. And the message for you is to have that zest, that inner zest, and that you, as a child, that you feel so zestful and joyous about life and about things. Continue to have that, and look at life from that wondrous space, and things will actually begin to work out for you. So let's see what else is coming up for you. Let's look at the Archangel Oracle deck and ask the angels, what do they want you to know? Okay, so a lot of ideas, a lot of options. You may want to actually write them down. You may actually want to even perhaps if there are emotional challenges that you're experiencing, write it all down, clear the slate of your mind, of your emotional body, and see how you actually can find some clarity in your situation, can find some clarity in your in your circumstance, in your mind, in every way, and you will be flying on your angel's wings. You will reach a vantage point where you will be able to see things. You will feel lighter, you will feel more vibrant, you'll be able to see things a lot more clearly, and whatever it is that may be holding you back, whatever it is that you may be feeling energetically or emotionally, you will be able to guidance for you is to ask the universe to help you out rather than stressing about it. Ask the universe to help you with respect to all of that, and see how things begin to shift in your life. Definitely you guys have been considering a career transition or a shift in your roles, so continue to move forward with it. Give all your worries away to your angels. Whatever are your external distractions, work through them. Pick your priorities, choose your priorities, and see what and how you can make things work. Whatever your idea is, it is a brilliant idea. Whatever it is that you are thinking of doing at this point in time, charge ahead, charge forth, and do it. Intuitively, you already know what it is that you want to do. You have a plan in your mind. You have everything chalked out for you in your mind. whenever you ask questions, you receive these intuitive nudges, and it is on you to actually take that up and move forward with it. And so this card and this card are very alike. If you notice, this angel is flying and she's rising above the mountains, and if you notice, this angel is standing on a peak. So you will reach the pinnacle of your success. You will reach a pinnacle of whatever it is that you want to do, provided you listen to your intuition, you trust yourself, you understand the pattern that's being laid out for you, and ask the angels, ask the universe for help, ask them to show you the way. But take that leap forward, take that step forward, and you will be able to create whatever it is that you want to create. Spread your wings. So you've had a brilliant idea in the past or recent past. Right now you know what you need to do. You will really take off. Right now, acknowledge whatever your ideas and whatever your thoughts are, whatever your inspirations are, and take flight. Don't take no for an answer. Move forward with a childlike zest, a childlike sense of wonder. Move forward with that. Let's see what the unicorns have to say to us today. Let's just see. I'm just going to shuffle these cards here. Oh, that came flying out. When you are finding it difficult to find hope and love and light in a situation or with others, when you're finding it difficult to be compatible with others, choose to when you find that there's a sort of friction in your teamwork or in anything that you want to do as a team, choose to look at and remember all the times where you and the other person have been supportive of each other, and then try and gain some objectivity in the situation. Also, working as a team may bring you a lot more success in this current venture. That's also another message. You have a huge support system. Your siblings are a huge support system for you. So if you're finding it difficult to making a decision or moving forward with a decision, please talk about it to your siblings, talk about it to people who are your support system, and try and gain some objectivity in the matter, and then move forward. Be mindful of sharing your innermost thoughts with people who will uplift you rather than pull you down. Let's see if there's anything else that's coming up for you. Simplify your life. Simplify your energy. Simplify your dreams. Simplify your thoughts. Simplify. Is there anything else? Okay. Whatever it is that you need clarity on, sleep over it. Ask the angels to help you. Sleep over it, and you will be blessed with the answer. You will know it intuitively. You will know how to move forward with it, and you will, it's like a new dawn. You will be looking forward, ready to take charge of your life and move ahead with it, move forward with it. Let's just see if there's anything else that's coming up for you. Let's look at the Atlantis deck. There is a message for you from the Atlantis deck. Let's see what that is. Your first card is Love of Animals, and your second card is Marriage. Let's see what the messages are for you. In Golden Atlantis, people were aware that animals incarnate on Earth to learn, experience, and teach just as humans do. Animals were honored and respected as equals, and everyone communicated telepathically with them. Some came to serve us, offering their produce or help. Others protected humans or offered companionship. Humans and animals practiced harmlessness, one of the highest qualities that can be attained. Your message is to be harmless. If you drew this card, your guidance is to connect with an animal today. Consider what you are learning from it and maintain an attitude of harmlessness as you telepathically offer greetings. Stay open for a response. So the message was also to express gratitude. Stay open for a response, a message, or a sense of connection for an animal wishes to communicate something that will help you. Learn from animals and practice harmlessness. Your second card is Marriage. If a couple wanted to marry in Golden Atlantis, the priest would examine their auras to ascertain they were spiritually and emotionally compatible. No ring or other symbol was exchanged, for they considered that no one could own or limit another in this plane of free will. Marriage was a sacred, lifelong commitment to provide stable environment for children. They wished to ensure that a child's upbringing was balanced by both masculine and feminine energy in its formative years. Bringing up the future generations was understood to be a great spiritual responsibility. Commitment. Your guidance is to commit yourself to something, a project, your home, family, work, or a relationship. Commitment is a powerful contract that will focus your energy to enable your intent to flourish. So make a commitment to make it work. So you have a team, you have teamwork here, and you have teamwork here. So whatever it means in your situation, make the most of it. Marry your ideas, marry your thoughts. And you have another card coming here, the 7 pillars of wisdom. It's a beautiful card. The temple of Poseidon was built on one of the 7 mountains that represented the 7 pillars of wisdom or spiritual laws of Atlantis. These remind us that there is no separation from God and show us how to be masters of our destiny. They also affirm that there is a spiritual working out for all things. Order and consequences. This card reminds you that you live in an ordered universe where there is a consequence for all your thoughts, words, and actions. You are guided to claim the power to enhance your life by changing your beliefs, understandings, and patterns, watch your thoughts and concentrate on wholesome ones to create the life you want. Change your life by following the spiritual laws. So this was your reading, pile number 1. I hope this brought you the messages that you needed to hear, and that help you grow and help you understand your calling at this point in time. Sending you lots of love and lots of light. Bye-bye. Hi guys, welcome to card 2. Hello pile 2. Let's see what your cards are. This is your crystal. These are your cards. You have teaching, and you are on the right path. So either you are in a leading position in your job profile, or you are inspiring others in some way, you're shaping lives. You could literally be a teacher to students, you could be inspiring young minds, or you could have an idea that would actually help facilitate this and take it to the next level. Whatever it is, you are on the right path with this. This is what is going to make you feel free. This is what's going to make you feel like everything is aligning for you. Let's see what the unicorns have to say. They want you to know that you need to try something new, you need to try something different, ride the wave, have a little fun. Working with young minds is a lot like exploring your own young mind, and being creative, being restless, being fresh, being and when I say restless, I don't mean anxiety restless, I mean exploring new things till you find what is it that you want to actually, how is it that you want to shape this and move forward with it. So whatever it is that you are working on, try a new approach, try a different approach. Maybe you're looking at things very laterally, very literally, and you need to probably try and explore and look at it from a different perspective. Maybe you need to ground your ideas a little and see what is the best possible way of getting started with your idea. Everything is working out exactly as it should be working out. There's nothing that you need to worry about, so you can relax. You do your bit and relax and let the universe do its bit as well. Let's see if there's anything else that is coming up for you from the unicorns. You guys definitely need to drink more water. You guys need to hydrate. Water will actually help you stabilize and balance your energy. It will help you gain mental clarity. It will help you reflect and overcome any and all distractions or questions or challenges that you may be feeling. If you're feeling a certain sort of resistance, keeping yourself well hydrated will actually improve the flow of energy in and around you. Also, you can try and take a meditative shower. Imagine this, when you stand under the shower, imagine water actually clearing off your energy and clearing your energy body, and just imagine yourself as if you're standing under a waterfall and just enjoy the water. Be conscious of the water falling on your skin and just see how rejuvenating and exciting, and not really exciting but rejuvenating and cleansing and vibrant that feels. So definitely water is something that is going to help you. Hydration in all ways. Let's see what else is coming up for you. If you've been questioning your self-worth, if you've been questioning your ability to create, well, you don't need to question that anymore, because the angels want you to remember your true divinity. The angels want you to remember that you have got this. You need to just probably clear up your boundaries. You need to clear your energy, yes, but you also need to understand and be okay with setting boundaries. Be okay with understanding that you have the power to create what you want to create, and if somebody else is not okay with you choosing to live a happy life, well, it's not really something that you have to deal with. It's something that the other person has to deal with. So remember who you are, and remember to set your boundaries and honor yourself. Setting your boundaries right is a way of honoring your self-worth. It's a way of acknowledging that yes, even you are worthy. And here is your answer. They want you to know that you need to believe a little more in yourself. You need to hold on, have faith, and hang in there. Things are definitely working out for you. There's nothing that you need to really be worried about. Focus on your health at this point. Focus on your well-being at this point. Eat mindfully. If you're craving junk, try and find healthier substitutes for a sweet craving. 8 out of 10 times try and substitute with something healthy, and those 2 out of 10 times you can go crazy with your junk food. So try and strike a balance and release your grip over your situation and relax. Try and observe it from a vantage point. Try and observe things from the window. It's almost as though you're looking at how this window frame is limiting you, but what you actually need to do is look beyond the window and look at the view. That is exactly what you need to do right now. Let's see if there's anything else that's coming up for you. Yes, we have the crystal angels, and we have one ascension card also coming up. Balancing your masculine and feminine energy, balancing your giving and receiving abilities is key. It's crucial right now for you. It is something that actually is it's something that's actually going to be helping you stay more aware of your energy, be more mindful of how you invest your energy, and also see where things are headed. Not just that, when we get overly engaged and involved in taking action, we sometimes miss out on seeing what is coming our way naturally. And when we get overly engaged in waiting to receive, we forget to take action. So it's more like striking a balance and trying to find that happy medium. It's all about that. Let's see what your ascension cards have to say. I'm just going to be shuffling them here on the side, and we'll see what is your major spiritual message at this point in time. Okay then. The gold and silver cloak. So you have Archangel Michael, who has come up for you in this card, and we also have a cloak. So let's see what is the message from Archangel Michael. You have chosen the card of perfect harmony. When you balance your wisdom and power, giving and receiving your connection with Hollow Earth and the seventh heaven, it offers you the courage to love. This makes you magnetic to people, animals, and situations, so that you can attract all that is for your highest good. Your guidance is to bring yourself into harmony and balance. Then visualize yourself wearing the gold and silver cloak. so that you draw in angelic sonics to purify the energy around you. Expect the unexpected and miraculous. I am in total balance and harmony is your affirmation. I am in total balance and harmony. So that was your reading. I hope this gave you the clarity you needed, and there definitely is a need to clear your energies. So try the water meditation, try whatever else, whatever other techniques you practice for clearing your energy, you can try that. And sending you lots of love and light. Bye bye. Hi, pile number 3. So these are your cards. This is your crystal. Let's see what the cards are. Ooh, you have the gift of speaking and you are a healer. So probably you're a counselor. Probably people come to you for advice. Probably you are a motivational speaker, or you're in a leadership position, and the way you conduct yourself, your thoughts, your ideas, everything is inspirational to a lot of people who really look up to you. And this is your natural gift of healing, communication, and feel free to work with Archangel Gabriel to enhance this gift that you have. Also, I'm hearing that a lot of you have whatever you think of, you can manifest it. So use your words to clear your karma is another message coming for you. Kyanite is a beautiful crystal that actually helps us let go. It helps us it can help us in karmic clearing. It can help us in overcoming subconscious blocks. It helps us in many ways, and it's associated with the throat chakra. So, yes, a gift of speaking. The gift of speaking is directly associated with the throat chakra. So yes, use your words to propel you forward. Use your intention to propel you forward, and you probably will be inspiring a lot of people to actually do the same with themselves. Let's see what I feel like pulling one more life purpose card for you. Let's see what the card has to say. You need to follow your heart more. You need to follow your heart's desires. Tap into your emotions, ground your energy, and wear your heart on your sleeve. You don't need to shy away from people. Some of you may have recently been unfurling your wings with the whole speaker thing. You may be just about beginning to become a little more authentic in your self-expression. That is your gift of healing. It's probably brought in a lot of healing for yourself, and it probably shifted a lot of patterns for you, and that is also something that is probably brought a whole host of other gifts to the front, for you. Whatever it is, now that you know what you really want to do, whatever you're contemplating, follow your heart, follow your intuition, dive deep into your emotions. You have done the inner work. Now you're ready to actually wear your heart on your sleeve and start something that's heart-based or heart-led. There is no looking back for you now, because your past is done. Your past served its purpose and it's done and doesn't work for you anymore. And you have one more card that's popped up for you, is freedom. You have the freedom to playfully decide what you want to do and which way you want to move forward. Let's see what else is in store for you. Try something new. You must consider watching the second card pick as well, because this is learn something new, but the card try something new came up in the second card reading as well. So you might have a message for you in that one as well. So definitely you have a lot of emotional energy going on here, and if you're scared of failure, test the waters, test new waters. If you want to try out something new in your life, probably start it off as a weekend project. Do what you're doing currently and start off this other thing as a weekend project. Dabble in a few things, learn new skills. I sense a lot of apprehension. So let go of that apprehension and actually move forward and stop thinking and start acting is the main message for you here. If you're confused, just ask for a sign and it will be delivered to you. You don't really need to worry about how it's going to happen, what is the sign that's going to come forward. None of that. It is going to come forward, and you definitely are going through a period of transformation. And expressing yourself is going to be the way forward. Learning creative expression, channeling your creative energy. Again, this is again a very heart-centered card. So whatever it is that you're bottling up, let it out. Let it out. There are a lot more people who will appreciate your honesty and authenticity than there are people who will actually look down upon you or look at you as being weak or too sensitive or not really there or not really with it. There are a lot more people who will actually be more appreciative of your honesty and authenticity than you can imagine. There's another card that's come up for you, which is you are understood. So some of you are feeling very neglected, very dejected, very alone probably. And as healers, we usually have to learn to heal ourselves, to walk our path, so that we figure out a way of navigating through life's waters, and we can help others do it for themselves. And so you don't have to feel alone. You're completely understood and supported by the universe. All you need to do is have faith and stand up for yourself and continue to do whatever it is that you are currently doing. Let's look at your ascension message. It's definitely a highly spiritual time for you, probably a phase of spiritual awakening that's coming in. Wow, and the moon has fallen in. Let's see what is the energy that's coming up with the moon for you. The moon is a causal chakra of the universe, and it radiates divine feminine energies. Remember, the influence of the celestial body is always there, whether you can see it or not. When you are offered this card, you are called to practice your feminine qualities of love, wisdom, compassion, intuition, inclusiveness, discernment, and oneness. Your guidance is to go within and seek the answers from a huge font of wisdom. The moon will bring you clarity so that you can flow with the current of ascension. Your affirmation is, I listen to my divine feminine wisdom. Wow, what a synchronicity, because this is an eclipse reading and the moon has showed up, and even though it's a solar eclipse, I mean, the moon is always part of the eclipse. So it's amazing. It's an amazing synchronicity. So and in tarot, the moon actually works with your subconscious. So whatever are your subconscious fears at this point in time, work through them, navigate through them, talk to your fears as if they're your children. Try and understand what makes them so big that you can't move beyond them. Try and understand your fears instead of fighting them, and you will figure a way of actually working through them. Let's see if there's anything else that's coming up for you. I'm going to be pulling you an Atlantis card as well. Let's see what the Atlantis card deck has to say to you. What is the message? I don't even need to shuffle it. Nourishment. Just look at the beauty of this card. It's beautiful. Nourishment. In the golden age of Atlantis, the people grew all their food with love. They played soothing music to the plants and placed special crystal among them, with the result that their fruit and vegetables contained the maximum cosmic and nutritional energy. They ate simple, local, fresh produce and shared everything they grew. All food was blessed before it was eaten. Furthermore, they ate slowly and appreciated every mouthful. As a result, they were radiantly healthy. Your guidance is to watch what you eat, for your physical body must be pure to enable you to carry more light for your pathway ahead. Simple, fresh, locally grown produce is the most effective in enhancing your cosmic energy. Eat slowly and appreciate the taste, texture, and smell. Remember to bless all your food and drink. Prepare your body for the work ahead. So this is amazing, because card 2 also had a health card. So I would highly suggest you check out what card 2, the reading for card 2 has to share with you. And nourishment is not just food. Specific message coming in for you is that nourishment is also to do with your self-talk, what you feed yourself, the content you view, everything. And I sense that a lot of you are in a haste to get things done. Instead of being hasteful, try and be a little more patient. Try and be a little more patient with your life. And there's another card that's popped up. Count your current blessings, and here you have food again. And you have an angel watching over you, so you're divinely supported. If you have any fears about making it or things not working out, you have to just completely trust the angels, trust the universe, ask them to help you, and they will work on your needs actively. They will give you more than what you have asked for, and it is just going to be more than enough, not just for you and for your loved ones, but it's going to be something that brings you contentment. There's this other card also that's popping up for you. I'm going to read out the messages for both for you. Blessings. You have the ability to pour divine energy onto anyone or anything by the power of your intention. Blessings beautify the crystal formations within water and light up the cellular structures of all creatures. In Golden Atlantis, the people constantly channel divine blessings to their friends, families, animals, and plants. As a result, everyone and everything radiated vitality. Give blessings. Your guidance is to bless everyone you meet today. Blessings, silent or aloud, allow divine light to flow from you to others, whether friends, enemies, or strangers. This touches them with love and helps to open up their hearts. Bless food, water, animals, and trees, knowing that you are lighting up the world around you. Remember, all you give out returns to you multiplied. Use your power to light up the world. A specific message coming in for some people is you probably have learned different alternative healing therapies, and you probably don't want to practice it professionally yet. The reason I'm saying yet is because everything is fluid, so it's always best not to put a restriction. So probably don't want to practice it yet. But you are also feeling guilty that you know all these things and it's probably going to waste and all of that. Well, you can start channeling energy to nature. You can start channeling energy to Mother Earth. You can bless your food, bless water. You can use your alternative therapy in your daily life, even if it is not something you do professionally. So you don't need to feel guilty about it. At this point in time, probably you've learned all this to be able to use it in the way that you want to use it right now. Contentment. In Golden Atlantis, everyone was honored. They were happy to be themselves, so they all enjoyed a sense of deep peace and well-being. Every individual was encouraged to develop his or her gifts and talents, use them to do what they loved most. This produced a feeling of true contentment because their offerings to their community were selfless. They also experienced the satisfaction of working for a vision beyond themselves. Satisfaction. This card suggests that it's time to experience a well-deserved feeling of satisfaction. Accept yourself as you are and acknowledge all your good qualities and gifts. Then breathe in quiet contentment. This will enhance your feelings of well-being and attract more harmonious situations to you. Be content as you are. What beautiful messages. I hope this has brought in the clarity and healing and wisdom and insight that you really needed. Sending you so much love and so much light. Until next time, bye-bye.